Alright, all you big adventurers out there. It's Daparu the Crusha. And today we're at a skate park in a beautiful spring day to find out if younger generations know what MBTI stands for. Hold on, it's going to be really interesting. Here we go. Woo. Nice. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, bud?
Is this going? Oh, it is.
Rolling.
Excellent. Well, we're here today at the skate park here in a local town, and we have our first victim here. What's your name, sir?
Jed. J-E-D.
J-E-D. His name's Jed. And that was probably a pretty unique name.
Yeah, you add an I onto the end of it, it becomes Jedi, dude. It's pretty good.
May the force be with you.
Yeah.
So my question today, first of all, I'm Daparu the Crusha, and my show is called Club ENTP. And what I want to know is, as an ENTP, three things. Do you know what MBTI stands for?
Nope.
Have you ever heard of Myers-Briggs type indicator?
Nope.
Do you know what personality type you are by any chance?
Nope.
All right. Well, that's the first battery of questions. The last question is, which witch was the wickedest witch of the Wizard of Oz, and why?
Oh, that stupid bitch with the shoes, and then she took them from her, you know, the red ones. And then you can click-clack, dude, head on home if you need to.
So which witch was the wickedest witch of the Wizard of Oz?
Wicked Witch of the West.
Okay, why?
Because she was from the West, dude, where we're from. The West Coast, baby.
So you then are, you're saying that because of her location, she was evil.
Yeah. Dude, you'd be pissed off, too, if the weather was shitty like it is here.
He's got a point, ladies and gentlemen. I say Glenda. She is the wickedest witch of the Wizard of Oz. And it was a trick question, because the Wicked Witch of the West was the Wicked Witch of the West and not the Wicked Witch, or the Witch of the Wizard of Oz. So, but thanks for playing along. You lose! You get nothing! Good day, sir!
You lose! Good day, sir!
That was fun, man. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah,
And
no problem.
I'm telling you, check out Club ENTP. You're going to be on there any day now.
All right.
Good hanging out with you. Thank you very much. On to our next victim. Come on, follow me. All right, we found another victim out here. I want to ask you three questions. First of all, do you know what MBTI stands for?
No, I have no clue.
Have you heard of Myers-Briggs type indicator?
What is that even supposed to mean?
MBTI, that's what it stands for. It's about personality type.
Okay.
And so you probably don't know your personality type, fair to say. Now, my fun question is, you've seen Wizard of Oz, right?
Yeah.
Which witch is the wickedest witch of the Wizard of Oz, and why?
The Witch of the West.
Why?
Because she's all green. And usually in the storyline, that indicates that they're evil.
Well, what if I told you that she had a right to those slippers that were stolen from her? First of all, the girl lands on her sister and kills her with a house,
Right.
right? If that was a car and she was driving a car, that would be called what? Vehicular homicide, right?
Right.
But because it was a house, it's be called what? A homicide, right? So she kills her sister, and then Glenda, the good witch of the Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
steals her shoes and puts them on the feet of Dorothy, right? And so now she knows that she can't be killed by the witch, so she says, what do you want? She goes, I want to go home. And she goes, well, first you have to go all the way on this yellow brick road and talk to the wizard, and he's going to tell you what to do. Meanwhile, she tells the wizard, hey, tell the girl to go kill the Witch of the West, get rid of my competition, right? And then there's no blood on my hands. So she conveniently kills the witch, has a little 14-year-old girl murder a woman, probably took over her castle and all of her flying monkeys too. And so really all she wanted was her property back. And I think the Wicked Witch of the West was probably a lot better than that manipulative, the wicked, or the Witch of the Wizard of Oz. So now have you changed your opinion
Honestly, was confused at first because when you have the camera on, it makes you think faster and you don't think as much. But yeah, I really believe that stories are just a matter of perspective and how the cameras are playing and what angles they get. And at the end of the day, it's just a person's opinion on what they think.
You know, you're a smart guy. So I'm going to ask you one more fun question and see what you have to say. Which one is bad? Captain Hook or Peter Pan? Which is the bad guy?
Depends on the backstories, how you view them, and personally how you feel about them.
Well, you've seen Peter Pan, right?
No, not really.
You've never seen the show?
No, I've seen clips of it. That's it.
Well, Peter Pan flies into people's bedrooms and steals them out of their rooms and steals them away from their parents. And then he takes the boys. He only likes boys, apparently, for weird reason. And so he takes them to this place called Neverland. And they're all sad because they miss their mommies. So he goes and steals a young girl named Wendy. And she thinks that, like, Peter Pan's really into me, but he's not. Because as soon as he's kind of flirting with her and she's having fun, she's like, ooh, he likes me. Well, no, he doesn't. So he just gets her out of the house, lures her away from her family, and then Tinkerbell tries to kill her because she's jealous. Remember, she tries to poison Wendy. And then I think Captain Hook is the good guy because he's just trying to get those poor lost boys back home to their families. And the poor guy lost a hand too, so he's probably, pretty pissed off about that. So maybe now who do you think is the bad guy?
Probably Peter Pan.
He's a son of a bitch, isn't he? Yeah, all right. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah.
Good sport, and that was really good. And we're going to move on because it looks like it's going to rain soon, so I don't know. But yeah, next victim. Thank you very much. I'm here with our next victim, and I'm going to ask him 3 questions because ENTPs want to know. Number 1, have you ever heard of the term MBTI or the phrase MBTI? Do you know what that stands for? I do not. It stands for Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. Have you heard of that? I have. Okay, so you probably wouldn't know what personality type you are. Nope. So, okay. But my fun question is, you've seen The Wizard of Oz. Which witch is the wickedest witch of The Wizard of Oz? Why?
Man, it's probably been 15 years since I've seen that movie. I don't know. I couldn't answer.
Okay. Well, you got the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
And her sister was killed by the house. That was the Wicked Witch of the East.
Okay.
And then you've got Glenda, the Good Witch of the Wizard of Oz, right? Mm-hmm. And so, which witch is the wickedest witch of those 3?
The West.
Okay. Why? Why do you think? What did she do wrong?
I don't know, isn't she the one that got all the flying monkeys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Nothing wrong with flying monkeys.
No, nothing wrong with those at all. I like to say I've been flying monkeys. Shoot. Man, I'm drawing a blank hard on that.
Okay, well, her sister was killed by a flying house, right?
Right.
I mean, if it was a car, it'd be vehicular homicide, but it's a house, so it's a homicide, right?
Okay.
So she gets crushed, and this girl walks out, and then she's like, you just killed my sister, and then the good witch steals the ruby slippers, which, by the way, are worth $2 million today. So they're very valuable. So it's essentially grand larceny. She's wearing $2 million shoes, and she can't touch the girl because of some spell. So what does Glenda do? She sends the girl just wants to go home, right? Dorothy, she just wants to go back home. There's no place like home.
Right.
So she goes back, she says, I want to go home. And Glenda says, well, you'll have to go to follow the yellow brick road to talk to the wizard. And the wizard will tell you what to do, right? What'd the wizard tell Dorothy to do?
I don't know, man.
Kill the witch.
Kill?
Yeah. And bring back her broom to prove that she's dead.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So they send a 14-year-old girl to murder an innocent woman.
Right.
And this is all schemed by the good witch, right? So she could take
She's
over
just trying to take power.
the castle.
Okay.
And she doesn't have any blood on her hands because she just sent a little girl to do it. So once she did it, though, she killed the witch and she brought back the broom. What the wizard say? Oh, I was just kidding, right? I can't really.
Yeah. Yep.
But then how did she get back home?
Did she use that broom? Or did she,
Her heels.
Oh yeah, clicked her heels. Clicked her heels 3 times.
So what did the good witch say? Oh, you had the power all the time to go home. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
But you just sent me on a wild goose chase. Almost got killed by flying monkeys, and I'm running around with 3 grown men, you know, 14 in the woods, 14-year-old little girl, and now you told me I could have gone home from the beginning. So who's the bad witch? Who's the wicked witch? It's
good witch.
The good
all
witch is
along.
the wicked witch, exactly.
Man,
All right, man. Thanks
that's
for-
crazy.
And okay,
That's a crazy story too. To
I got
kind of
another one.
twist.
Yeah, you know Peter Pan, right?
Yes,
And Captain Hook.
Yep.
Which one's the bad guy?
it's Peter Pan all along.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Captain Hook. He's in Neverland. He's taking little children
See?
away.
Then we got a guy.
I know that one.
Thinking.
That's yeah.
Awesome.
I know that one for
Thanks,
sure.
dude. Hey,
Of course.
make sure you tune in. Club ENTP. on
ENTP.
YouTube.
I'm actually learning about this type of stuff kind of in some of the business school or classes I'm taking for a
Awesome.
certification. So
Excellent.
this might actually help me a ton.
Awesome.
Thank you
man.
so much. I'll
Thank
look
you for
into you.
playing along.
Thank you.
Well, that was fun. He actually knew. That's a good. Not many people know about that. That's good. Thank you very much. So we're doing all right. We're getting somewhere today. All right. Yeah, maybe one more. So we found another victim right here. And I'm going to ask this young gentleman here if he knows what the definition of MBTI stands for. Do you know?
Not at all, actually.
Not at all?
No.
Here's the fun question, okay? The fun question is, you've seen The Wizard of Oz, right?
Yes.
Okay. Which witch is the wickedest witch of The Wizard of Oz, and why?
What did you do?
Glenda's the wickedest witch?
Yeah.
Okay, why? You don't know? Okay, well, you're right, because the Wicked Witch of the West didn't do anything wrong. She was just trying to get her sister's shoes back, right? Which are worth $2 million today.
Yeah.
And they were stolen from the girl that landed her house on top of her sister. Now, if that was a vehicle, that would be vehicular homicide, right?
Yeah.
But it was a house, so I guess it's homicide, right?
It would be homicide.
And so she wants justice for her sister, and she wants her property back. But who stole the shoes? Glenda did.
Window.
And where did she put the shoes?
Under the house.
On Dorothy's feet.
Oh, yeah.
And then what did Dorothy want? All she wanted was what? To go home, right? And what? Because there's no place like home. But what did the witch do? She sent her on a journey on the Yellow Brick Road to find who? The wizard. So he would tell her to go kill the witch, which is her competition. So she gets rid of her competition, no blood on her hands. Meanwhile, she has this little 14-year-old girl murder an innocent woman. So she's probably going to take over her castle. I mean, is that some shit? And when she goes, she risks her life. She ends up having to like shack up with 3 strange men, right? And then when they finally do get to kill the witch, they come back and the wizard is like, "Oh yeah, I was just kidding, right?" It's like, "I didn't have a way to get you back home. I just wanted that witch dead, right?" Probably the good witch probably told him, to say that.
Yeah.
Well, then what does the good witch say? "Oh, you just want to go home? What do you have to do?" What does she have to do to go home? She's
Click her heels. Yes.
3
that's what I
times
was
and
thinking,
say no
yeah.
place. So what would you say if I just sent you on a wild goose chase to kill a witch, to murder someone, and just to get back home, and I say, "Oh yeah, by the way, you have the power all the time in your shoes. You just didn't know. All you had to do is just click your heels 3 times." What would you say? You'd be like, "Bitch, you about got me killed."
I would say thank you for the experience, but you.
We'll bleep that out.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I feel
that's
bad about
that's
that.
pretty up, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That is.
So anyways, well, we all learned a lesson. Don't trust any witches.
Don't trust any witches.
That's right. Oh, and it was also a trick question because there is only one witch
Only
of
witch.
the Wizard of Oz, and that
Oh, I
was
still guessed
Glenda.
it right.
You still got it right. You're the only one. Good job, man. Nice to
Oh,
meet
yeah.
you.
Nice to
Club
meet you.
ENTP.
Club
Check it out.
ENTP.
You got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, next victims. It's getting kind of sparse around here. There's not many adults, and I think that we need to probably go somewhere with a little bit more age, and then we can have a nice compilation of people. And that's it.